Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the TYCAST, the video game podcast. It is Thursday. We're doing it live. It's a beautiful evening. We have awesome set of guests. Our panel tonight, I'm very excited for. We do this podcast live every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's also available on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Be sure to subscribe. One of the places in the description. But I'm going to introduce my panel right now, starting with Aaron at Beach Pizza Gaming. How's it going, man?
Hello, hello. It's going great. Let's talk about games.
Yeah. Russ at Cryo Sneasel.
Yo,
What's
happy to be
up?
here.
Max,
Much.
aka Spider Man, aka Birdler, who got lost in through and stumbled into our private chat. Monado Max, thanks for being here, man.
No problem. This is what happens on graduation week when you're just stressed out. You just decide to wear something like this on a podcast.
It's totally acceptable. You will not be judged here. Nettie at Nettie Dorco, how's it going?
Hello, hello. Good, good. Happy to be here again. Love my
Yes.
little family here.
Awesome. It's good to have you. Sally at Retro Arcade Party, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great. It's good to have you. Bobby at the Chronicles of a Gamer, how you doing, man? It's good to have you back.
Good, thank you. How's everything?
Excellent. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. All right, we're gonna get into what we're all playing. So, that's the first segment that we usually talk about. Bobby, you wanna kick it off this time?
Yeah, sure. So, just finishing up Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Gonna get the platinum on that. Phenomenal game. And I just started Alien Nation with my boy Marlon and my stepfather.
Nice.
What I'm playing, I don't know what I'm playing by myself, but I have a couple of games.
What do
I
you?
gotta figure it out, but that's what I'm doing right now.
Do you have like a short list that you're?
I had
Mhm.
Phoenix Rising. I have Demon Souls and Resident Evil 8. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Nice. That's awesome. Sally, what have you been playing this week?
Well, other than beating you guys at Mario
Yes.
Party this past week
Yes.
on Mother's Day, uh, I've been
You're
playing.
Oh.
Oh, so cocky. I rightfully got that title.
You did.
So,
You did.
yeah, I've been playing Figment, which is a cool indie game that I found. It's a puzzle game, really cute, really funny. I'm really enjoying that game. It's nice, it's calm. On the other side, the less calm I'm playing is Katana Zero,
Yes.
which has me raging a bit. So, but it's fun. All fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been playing Katana Zero too. It was your stream that I was like, oh, I need to get on and play this game some more. So thank you for inspiring that. You're much more enjoyable watching because you get so much more. I'm just like I'm just calm. I'm like, okay, we can do this. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Nettie,
I'm like, Dick!
yeah, exactly. Nettie, what have you been playing this week?
Well, first of all, I enjoyed watching Sally's Katana Zero
Yes.
stream. I rewatched the whole thing. And I'm going to suggest more rage games for you because
I will
like
join
seeing
you on that.
That could
We'll
be
rate
your
it.
angle.
But I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight just because this week's the tournament. Home Sweet Home Survive, which is it's kind of like Dead by Daylight, but it's by Thai developers. I feel like there's some potential in it. It just released, I believe, like last month or 2 months ago. And then I've also been playing Rhythm Doctor. It's so hard. I've never played such a hard game. Like it's literally like Rhythm Doctor is literally one control. Like all you have to do is just press the space bar. I don't know what it is, but pressing the space bar is like the hardest thing all of a sudden. You guys should look into it. It's an amazing game.
Definitely.
But yeah, those are the 3 games.
Awesome. Yeah, you're doing a Dead by Daylight like tournament thing, right?
Yeah. So I actually just tested out the screens on my stream last night just to make sure that everything's gonna run smooth. So I'm super excited. We're having tons of people participating in the event this Saturday. Hoping to host more, maybe, hopefully.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. If you're watching the stream, everyone here, I have links to their accounts in the description, whether you're listening to the audio version or on YouTube. So be sure to check everyone out. Max, what have you been playing this week?
So I've actually been playing a lot of Miles Morales.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing a mask, and then I beat Miles Morales. Like I already beat it, but I'm trying to 100% that game. I'm getting a lot closer to that. It's actually been pretty fun to 100% that game because I didn't realize how much other stuff you can do in that game.
Yeah.
So that's been pretty cool. And then I played Doom Eternal on the Switch, which I've had a lot of fun with that, and that's about it
How
on my end.
does that play on the Switch? I've only played it on the Xbox.
So in some levels, it looks really nice on the Switch,
Mhm.
but some levels look really bad. Not gonna lie, the frame rate I'm like 90% sure is at a locked 30, which
Makes
the
sense.
Doom 2016 on the Switch wasn't locked before. Like you would constantly see that game drop in frames sometimes. So
Yeah.
I think that's been a major improvement with the Doom Eternal on Switch. I personally think that's the best Switch port we have from any third-party developer.
Ah,
So it's
bold
pretty good.
statement. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was it. Russ, with your new awesome background, we were talking about before the show. We all thought that your background was like a green screen of like someone with a really cool collection until you turned around and grabbed a game, and we're like, oh. So what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing Resident Evil 8 and really enjoying it. I got stuck yesterday, and it was all because I was stupid. That game doesn't like point out where doors are like clearly. So this whole time I was running back and forth in front of a door, not realizing it was a door. But I've also been playing Returnal.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna hold off on that, but I couldn't. I really like roguelikes, so
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun with that. It's really hard, and I cannot beat the first boss yet.
I've heard it's very hard. I would like people struggling to even get to the third boss. Have you had any issues with the like lack of ability to save your progress thing that I saw going around? No. Do you just like put in rest mode or something when you're in between runs, or do you actually finish each time?
I finish each one.
Okay.
I don't try to continue.
Yeah.
Well, I usually die in 10 minutes anyway. So.
That makes sense. I saw a meme. It was like roguelikes. You don't ever beat them. You just get a little bit further each time.
Definitely 1,000%.
It was a lot more funny the way they worded it than I did, but I don't know. Aaron, what have you been playing this week, man?
So I've been playing mostly games that I've had. I went through like 2 months where I was purchasing a lot of games and trying them, and it's been a slow couple weeks. I bought Pokemon Snap a couple weeks ago, played that. It's pretty fun. I've probably only played a couple hours of it. So I went back to Breath of the Wild. I streamed that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Got crushed by some Lionels several times. I got crushed by Sally in Mario Party, and actually, what did I come in third? Who else beat me?
Not me.
Russ,
I came in last.
You were ahead of me. That's right. You did. You came in last.
That's karma, Ty, because you remember what you did to me.
Oh yeah, I dominated for a couple weeks ago. But yeah,
that's right. Yeah, you had like 3 wins in a row or something like that. So you deserved that
time.
last place.
It was time.
So yeah, other than that, I went away for 3 days and I brought my Switch Lite, which I don't use a ton, but when I do, I'm always like impressed with it. And I'm impressed with games that run at 60 frames per second on it. So I played No More Heroes, which runs like really smooth on it. It's like a fun, I don't know how many of you have played it, but it's like a fun kind of open world, somewhat linear sword game.
Sword
I
game?
don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like third person action game, but it uses like it was released on the Wii, so they turned all these motion controls into like joystick controls, and it's actually kind of fun. But that's it. That's what I've been playing.
Nice. Yeah. So for me, we all like me, Sally, Aaron, and Russ all played Mario Party. It was kind of a rematch from like 2 weeks ago, and that Aaron, we were all streaming it. Russ, I think you were out of town, so you were just hanging out. But we all streamed it, and Sally got the Mother's Day win. But I'm really enjoying Mario Party. I'm playing a lot with my son too, like locally. And we were having a blast with it. It's something that he's been really into, which it's hard to get him like away from Roblox and Minecraft. So that was kind of fun. And then what was it? 2 nights ago, I streamed Katana Zero, which is like probably one of my favorite recent games. I mean, between the music and the whole atmosphere of that game is awesome. And they're getting does anyone know that they're getting free DLC that's supposed to be like 50% more game this year? There was an update in March that they're coming out with something
That's
big.
amazing.
So I'm pumped for that. It's supposed to be in 2021, but there's no official date. The only other thing, I've been playing some more Rocket League here and there. That's kind of my
If you play Rocket League, bro, let me know. I'll jump on.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that you were. Oh, I know. Oh,
I
yeah.
love
Oh,
Rocket
yeah.
League.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
I definitely will. I need to add you on there. Yeah, that's all I've been playing. So before we hop into the news, we're doing a fun little competition. What was it? 2 weeks ago, we did a quiz type of thing with the best-selling consoles of all time. This week, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to ask 5 questions. They're all multiple choice. Everyone's going to write down their answers, and we're going to see who wins. So we're going to power through this real quick. So is everyone ready? Everyone have something someone, either your phone or something to write down? Is that coming through my oh, that's coming straight through. Why is this happening? Hold on just a second. Turn off all notifications. There we go. Okay, so question, if I can find it. Where did I put it here? Question number 1. Which was the first video game to be played in space? Is it A, Tetris, B, Super Mario Brothers, or C, Asteroids? And I'll give you guys 10 seconds. Do, 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 do.
No one's Googling, right?
No, yeah, you cannot cheat. No cheating.
I couldn't even see if I decided to Google these answers because I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, everyone, we'll do a quick round of what everyone says. Aaron, what'd you say? A. Russ, what'd you say? I can't see. It's too bright.
Too bright. It's A.
A. Max.
It said asteroids. I didn't.
Okay, so C. That's C. Nettie, what'd you say?
Okay.
I'm totally wrong because everyone has the same freaking answer. It's C.
You said C?
Yeah.
Okay. Sally, what'd you say?
I said Tetris.
Okay. A. And then Bobby, what'd you say?
Tetris, but I probably spelled it wrong.
All right, the correct answer is Tetris. It is.
Yes.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
It was
I
in
was about to say
in
that's like the only
1993.
console you can.
A Russian
on
cosmonaut
the go.
played Tetris on his Game Boy on his way to the Mir space station.
You played a
during
Russian
his
game
downtime.
too.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
appropriate.
That
So
makes sense.
So Aaron has a point. Russ has a point. I lost track. Bobby has a point.
I have one.
Sally has a
Mhm.
point. Aaron and Russ. Okay. All right. Question 2 is what is the fictional Sims language called? Is it A, Simoleon, B, Simlish, or C, Simspeak?
What are they again?
A is Simoleon, B is Simlish, and C is Simspeak.
Oh,
Let me know.
man.
Let me know when everyone has their answers in and I'll start
This is
going
a
through.
guess. I have not played Sims.
Same.
We're gonna go backwards this time. Bobby, you ready?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I put Simlish.
Okay. Sally, what'd you say?
I put C,
What was C?
whatever that was.
Oh, SimSpeak. Nettie, what'd you say?
Right. So I actually wrote a 20-page paper on The Sims when I was in the university.
Oh,
And if
no.
I get this wrong, I'm gonna get so mad. It's B, Simlish.
Ah, shit.
And then Max, what'd you?
Nobody
no one changed their answers. Yeah.
I did C. I did C.
Okay. And Russ, what'd you say?
B.
Okay. And then Aaron, what'd you say? B. Okay, the answer was B, Simlish.
Makes sense.
Simoleon is the currency, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right. I thought
I thought that was a J.R.R. Tolkien book or something.
it could be.
I don't like it.
All right, question 3. What was the best-selling N64 game that was never a pack-in game? Was it A, Mario 64, B, Mario Kart 64, or C, Super Smash Brothers?
Wait, can you read the answers again? Sorry.
A is Mario 64, B is Mario Kart 64, and C is Super Smash Brothers.
Boy.
We need
No, that's-
lo-fi music.
that's-
I know. I
That's
need.
soothing.
I should have some.
I like
some music
that.
going. Ready, Aaron?
Yes.
A. I forgot what they were. Mario 64. Okay. Russ.
I said C.
Okay. Max.
Said A.
Okay. Nettie.
I put C. This was a tough one.
All right. Sally.
I also put C.
Okay. And Bobby.
A.
Everyone was wrong.
Oh,
It was-
What?
Mario Kart 64 was so Mario 64 was obviously a pack-in. Mario Kart 64 was never a pack-in, and it was
No,
number
not
2.
obviously. Not obviously.
Well, oh.
Three of us
Not
picked that one.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. Sorry, did not mean to. Sorry. When I was looking at the list, it was
Fail.
like, oh,
Hashtag fail.
if it's
Here's my logic for that. Here's my quick logic for that. I thought that was a very popular game, and it was like, wasn't that a launch title?
yes,
So I was like, they want people to buy that game separately and buy the console. There was no way they were going to pack it in.
yeah.
But
So I think it came later as a pack-in, possibly. But so Mario, the only pack-in in the top 5 were Mario and GoldenEye had a pack-in. And then Mario Kart 64 was the number 2 selling game, but wasn't ever a pack-in. And then Smash Brothers was number 4, but also wasn't a pack-in.
Wow.
So that was my curveball one for you guys. 2 more questions left. What was Sonic the Hedgehog's original name? Was it A, Blue Dude, B, Senior Speed, or C, Mr. Needle Mouse?
I feel like I should know this with how much I like Sonic.
I
what?
wonder if I have.
Can you
I just-
repeat that?
I
Yeah,
just
Can
did a
you repeat the-
podcast on it. Oh boy.
Sonic's original name, was it A, Blue Dude, B, Senior Speed, or C, Mr. Needle Mouse? We're-
Man, do not know this.
I should go with my gut feeling. I always do this.
All right,
I'll go back to that answer.
everyone have their answers locked in. All right,
Yeah.
Bobby, what'd you think?
I put A, Blue Dude.
Okay, Sally.
I put B, Senior Speed.
Nettie.
Okay, so I went to A and then I switched to C, but then the whole gut feeling thing with exams, I went back to A, so it's A.
Okay, Max.
I went with C.
Okay.
I went with C as well.
Russ C. And Aaron A.
Stressed out.
It was C, Mr. Needle Mouse.
Oh gosh.
Bobby, you said C, right?
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, that's why I didn't put there. It was just Max and Russ, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give an update on the scores. Russ is out. Russ can't be beat, just flat out. We have one more question, but he has all of them right now.
Really?
Boy.
No,
Wait,
you didn't
no,
get
I
the
missed
third
one.
one right.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
Failed.
miss the third
Smash
one?
Brothers for that one.
Oh
Sure
yeah.
did.
All right, so I stand corrected.
Failed.
Yeah, I'm not a good game show host.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nettie. I gave the wrong. I was given the wrong scores. Nettie, you know what? I don't even know who. I was putting everyone's
No,
numbers wrong. Do you have one? Do you have one right?
I only have one.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I have. Max, do you have one or two right? Because I think I gave you.
One.
Okay. Aaron, you have two right,
I had 2. Yep.
and then Sally, you have one right,
Yep.
and then Bobby, you have two right. So in the lead is Russ. In second are Aaron and Bobby, and in third are Max, Nettie, and Sally. Cool. Okay, last question.
Bro.
Last question. Which console had the most game?
Is this worth for a lot more points?
We'll
You know,
do
to
this
flip
one.
it?
We'll do this one as a 2-pointer.
Ooh, look at you. I like that. Sally.
We're changing the game,
Nice,
changing the
love
rules
it,
on the
love
fly.
it.
Mario Party rules, you know?
Yes, this is the
You're that
the
one
bonus
student
stars.
in class. Yes, I love it.
We're gonna have the star for the most or the least spaces moved after this. Which console had the most games released? A, Game Boy, B, Game Boy Advance, or C, Nintendo DS? Game Boy includes Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
That's a trick question.
That is a very tricky.
Well, you just said that threw me off.
Can you say it again? What were the 3 choices?
A is Game Boy, B is Game Boy Advance, and C is Nintendo DS.
Here.
Oh, no, I don't know this one.
Dun, 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 dun. The
Ah,
pressure is on.
yeah.
Everyone ready?
Yeah, pressure
One
is
more.
on.
Go.
Okay, Aaron. C. I don't remember what C was. Nintendo DS. Russ.
I said
Whoops.
A.
I switched to the wrong screen. What's up, Toast? You said A. Oh. I keep moving screens on the live feed. Max, what'd you say?
I said C.
Okay. Nettie.
Also C.
Sally.
Also C.
Bobby.
Boy.
I said A.
Oh, okay. I realized what I kept screwing up is I was using my shortcuts for my feed to count numbers, and I kept switching scenes instead of adding numbers to you guys. So the answer was C. The Nintendo DS had the largest game library.
And who moved into the lead? Who moved into?
I honestly I lost track
I think
of.
we're tied.
I think Aaron and Russ tied. Bobby, did you get that
Russ,
one
you
right?
you had 3, and I just
No.
got the 2-pointer to put
Oh,
me
that's
at
right, it was
at
2
4.
Yeah.
So
I have 3 as well. Or yeah, 3.
I also have 3.
Bobby, how many did you have?
Yeah, I have 2.
So Aaron, did you have 4 and Rush you had
4.
You had
3.
3. Oh, so Aaron, you took the lead and for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure I just won an 8-bit 2 controller, didn't I?
Oh, this
Sounds
guy.
about right. Sounds about
Well,
right.
before we get into the news, I do have a live giveaway for an 8-bit do Pro 2 controller that I'm doing. It's on my Instagram, so if you're watching or listening, check it out. I'm giving it away next Wednesday, so be sure to enter if you have not already. It basically just entails following me. So if you're already following me, you don't have to do anything except for submit the form so that I can count you. All right, moving on to news. Let's do it.
Do it.
All right, so there are 2 new DualSense wireless controller colors hitting shelves starting next month. There is the Cosmic Red and the Midnight Black. They look pretty cool. I kind of wish I would have kept my PS5 painted red now. Although this is kind of like almost like a magenta-ish red, which
Yeah, it's a very different red. I feel like it was like brighter red before, and now it's more like maroonish.
yeah, for
I
sure.
like it.
Yeah, I dig it. Who we have a lot of PS5 owners. Is anyone gonna pick one of these up, or
Yeah.
are we digging the white and black
I'm
ones?
gonna get one.
Nice. Which one?
Probably the red one.
Yeah, I like the red one.
Yeah, I mean everything I have is black, so red looks nice.
Actually, here I'm gonna run around. If you had to get one, what would you get, Sally?
Oh, the red.
Red. Nettie.
Definitely red.
Max.
Red easily.
Can you
Red's like
can
the
you
best
see
color.
can you see it without your glasses?
I saw it this morning. I saw it this morning. So
Russ, what would you go for?
The red one.
Yeah, Aaron.
Black.
Black with the rebel.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that just to be different. I don't
Black sheep.
I don't love the red one for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I really wish I think part of it is because I wish the whole PS5 was black. I think it would look better than this.
Oh, if they make side pieces, I'm buying black.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I think I dig the red. It's just the reveal. I'm playing the reveal video, but yeah, it's kind of like it's very magenta-ish. But I like the all black. It gives me like PS2, PS3, PS4 vibes. So next on the news is Sony expects PS5 shortages to continue well into 2022, both between the chip shortage and the demand, that's they say, for the PS5. And so if you're still looking for one, don't expect anything to be easily obtainable in the next 12 months. Is anyone surprised by this? I wonder if Xbox is gonna have the same shortage issues, or if they're gonna get some relief. I'm not sure.
I mean, you can find Xboxes here.
Can you?
Mhm.
Oh, I haven't really
I've
been
seen it
looking.
here too.
Okay.
So I looked a little bit when they did that whole 60 FPS update on all those games just to see what was out there. And the Series S seems like it goes in and out of stock pretty frequently. I don't know about the Series X. I don't know if they're making more of them or less of them, or I don't. But the Series S was it went in and out of stock. So if you really looked every day, you could probably find one.
Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a Series S in the next year or so, just to have that. I like Game Pass.
If you're majority, PlayStation user, the S is perfect.
Yeah.
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 Especially with all the 60 FPS games that are on it. Like,
because
you deal with a little bit of a lower resolution, higher frame rate.
Yeah, because that applies to the S too. It's not just the X, right?
Yeah, it's not all of them though. It's not like every game. Some of them are only on the X, but I would say like 90-something% of them are going to be a higher frame rate on the S too.
Yeah.
So
nice. So other stuff in the news. There's Returnal and Resident Evil Village. Seems like those are the two big releases over the last week or so. Russ, I know you've been playing both. Has anyone else dabbled into either of those games? No.
no.
So Russ,
I enjoy watching Russ play.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
On
say.
Twitch.
I posted a tweet. I was like, I'm totally fine just watching you guys all play Resident Evil Village, because it's something that I am too chicken to play myself.
Yeah.
Even though I've heard it's
I'm
not
just
this as scary as past ones, but still, I'm not good with games like that.
Horror games.
Even like Dead by Daylight, I jump and like it.
No,
like
love it. No,
I
no,
love
we're
horror
gonna play,
games.
Ty. We're gonna play.
We're
gonna
Bob
play.
Bobby was
You're
just
gonna love it.
we played a few rounds a couple weeks ago pretty regularly, and so we need to all get in a big game. Bobby, you were just posting in the Discord server about it.
Yeah, I want to do like a
I'd
trophy
be in.
boosting session. Be cool.
Yeah,
I'd
I had
try it
fun.
again with all of you.
Yeah, I had fun playing it. So, but it still scares me, especially the quick time events.
Yeah.
Every time I miss them.
Yeah, I got grabbed one day and I was even startled. I didn't expect that at all. I was like, whoa, okay.
It looks good. I mean, RE Village looks really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just like jump back to that. 'cause
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been watching Russ play it too. It looks like it looks like a Resident Evil 4 in first person. It kind of reminds me of like a little bit of that vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to play it. And while I'm talking, Returnal, it looks really cool. But as a digital only buyer right now, paying $70 for it, like the fact that it's $70, it really turns me off of it.
I've heard that.
Yeah, it automatically made me like not that interested in it. So
I want to get it, but I want to wait for a sale.
yeah,
And actually, the game Alien Nation I'm playing, the same developers, they did that.
Okay.
Next Machina and Dead Nation.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Russ,
did they do Resogun too?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. That was like a free.
Oh, that was really fun.
Was that free when the PS4 first came out? It was one of the
Yes, it
first
was.
PS4
Yep.
games. It was
that
really
and
good.
Contrast was free.
That's right. Yep. Haven't played that one yet, but it's been 7 years. I'll get to it.
you'll wrap it up.
That backlog.
Russ, what do you think about the $70 price tag for Returnal? I know you've been playing both games.
I wanted to wait for a price drop. I think $70 is a bit high for a roguelike. Like those usually like $30-$40 range at the most.
Yeah.
But it is a really nice game. It's really pretty. It plays nice. I like the adaptive triggers in it. They feel good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think $70 is a lot to ask for that game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That I mean, is the gameplay loop like refreshing enough, or does it feel repetitive?
It feels just like any roguelike to me, really. Like the Binding of Isaac and stuff like that.
Sure. Well, you're streaming Resident Evil Village. Are you gonna get through the whole thing? Like, are you only streaming when you play, or are you playing in between streams too?
I only stream when I only play when I stream.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Be sure to check out Russ's Village stream. It's been entertaining for sure. I'm gonna skip right over this. In other news, Epic is still suing Apple, and there's still stuff coming out, although it's slowed down. A lot of backdoor gaming news and how these companies operate. Toaster Dog is pointing out Sally, your dog, is in the shot. And then last on the news is that the team behind Mario Odyssey is working on a new Donkey Kong game, supposedly. And so it's a 2D/2.5D Donkey Kong game, apparently. And yeah, Max, I know you dropped this in the news doc. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's pretty exciting considering we haven't had like a new Donkey Kong game since 2014. Obviously, there was Tropical Freeze on the Switch, but that was a port. So the fact that it's going to be, I thought it was going to be fully 3D, but I guess I read that wrong. But I think that's either way, it's going to be exciting. I'm interested to see this Odyssey team working on it since it's a new team. Usually, Retro made the last two Donkey Kong Country games,
Yeah.
so this is another new team doing Donkey Kong, so that should be exciting. And it's the anniversary of Donkey Kong, so I would assume this would be coming out this year.
Okay.
So,
I didn't. What year anniversary is it?
40th.
40. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would align appropriately. So yeah,
I was -2 when that game came out.
Yeah, I don't know. I was born in '84, so I'm not 40 yet. So I was definitely not not around. So we're gonna get into our hot takes now. We have some time because we blasted through everything so far. So we have a good 20 minutes to discuss these things. So it was Mother's Day this past Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, Sally. I think you're our only
She's the only mom.
Mom on the panel right now. So happy Mother's Day, belated.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
And so we have a hot take of who is the best video game mom, like character in a video game. and it can be, however you want to take that question. It can be like just badass or the best caretaker, or if you want to go any other direction with that, I'll leave it to you. So Aaron, do you have any idea for this?
Yeah, I have two actually.
Oh, nice.
I have two.
Oh my God.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
It's not Luigi. So one of the first video games that I played was a game called Kangaroo, and it was like on the Atari 2600, and it looks kind of like Donkey Kong, and you're basically this little kangaroo, and you're trying to hop up to like save your child at the top of the screen, and like monkeys are dropping shit on you and throwing stuff at you, and you gotta like take them out and get to the top and save your baby. So that's you can't beat that. Somebody who loves their child and will do anything, even fight monkeys for them. That's pretty badass. So that's one of them. The other one though is the boss from Metal Gear Solid. And I don't know how many. I think they introduce her in Metal Gear Solid 3. And she's Revolver, Ocelot's mother, Big Boss's, well, it's like a son figure. But yeah, she's a pretty badass mother. And we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about that in one of these other hot takes.
Okay.
So those
right.
are mine.
Fair enough. Russ, what about you? Who tops your list?
So the one I picked was Ana Amari from Overwatch. I don't know if you would call her a good mom. She got shot in the eye by Widowmaker and survived, had amnesia, and then she remembered who she was, remembered who her daughter was, but wouldn't go back to see her. But I always thought she was a badass, and I really like that character. It's one of my favorite characters in the game.
Nice. Yeah, I still need to get back into Overwatch. It's still sitting around here. When we played together, I don't remember a ton of story. Is it easy to access the story? Or do you have to like kind of dig into like?
They're all like animated shorts on YouTube or.
Okay. So
go to Blizzard's website. They have like comic books you can read too.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like outside of the game, like kind of like.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Max, who's your nomination?
So this is completely unintentional, but I'm actually gonna go with Miles Morales' mom in the video game. They did a completely different take on her compared to the comics. Like, it's two different characters pretty much with what they did with her. So I liked how original it was, and I don't want to do too much spoilers, but the events that happened in the Spider-Man games and how they used Miles Morales' mother into that, I thought was really cool. Like, she runs for the mayor while I'm trying not to spoil.
Yeah.
But yeah, she runs for the mayor basically, and something is really cool that happens with that. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with her, especially just because of the originality that they did. Because I mean, I'm not even joking. The characters are completely different, other than being the mother of Miles Morales. So,
sure,
yeah.
That's a good one. Nettie, what about you?
I was kind of thinking about it, and I realized that I have not played many games that involves a mom in it. But I did play this game, this one indie game. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it's called Little Misfortune.
Mm-mm.
It's cute, kind of. Well, it's dark comedy, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, but I suggest you guys playing it. It's pretty much like a mom and daughter type of game, and then her daughter kind of just like ventures out into the world, and it's like a little point and click puzzle game. And the ending is like, it's really sad. Like, it actually made me cry, but it's a good game. I don't know where it falls into what you're trying to ask us, but I'm just saying that's
No.
like the only game that I played with a mom.
No, that's it. That's a
And I get-
good. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah,
I think that's
so
great.
Little Misfortune is really good. It's really good. It has a really beautiful ending. It's a dark comedy type of point and click game, and I believe it has really overwhelmingly positive ratings on Steam.
Oh, good.
Um,
I need to pick
that's
your
about that.
brain since it seems like you do a lot of like point and click style games. I like those types of
Yes.
games, but I can never find, like, it's hard to tell because there's a lot of like garbage in that whole genre
Oh,
too, and
yeah,
so
definitely. I know.
so I'm like always nervous to dive into something, and so I need to pick your brain on that.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I have like an entire backloggery of like all my
Oh,
games.
yeah.
You could go through it.
Nice. Sally, what do you have to say?
This was hard. I had to think about this because, yeah, like video game mom does not jump out at me, but I thought about Freya from the last God of War, who I don't know if you guys played that, but
Mhm.
Freya, you know, maybe that's spoiling something, but she's a badass mom.
Mhm.
I actually
He's pissed off
I
too.
just started it and I haven't, so I don't know what you're talking about, but
Okay, good.
It's kind of tough to talk about her without
Yeah.
talking about major
Yeah.
things in the
In the-
game.
yeah.
And
I'll end there.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But
Yeah.
I agree.
Bobby, what about you?
So I picked Yennefer from Witcher. She's like a serious adoptive mom. So hot. That works for me. And then probably Carol, Ness's mom, Earthbound.
Earthbound, yeah.
Yeah, because she supported her
Oh,
kid to go save the
nice.
world.
Earthbound.
You know,
I
without
forgot.
her trust of her son, there'd be no Earth. We wouldn't do this podcast without her. So shout out to Carol.
Nice.
I believe that's her name. That's what it says in the instruction booklet.
So I threw out hear me out. I put down your mom in your mom.
put down my mom.
Yeah, your mom. No, from all the Pokemon games, specifically Red and Blue. I remember when you like wake up and you wake up at the beginning, right? Or I might be mixing up with all the Zelda games, but you're in your house and your mom's like checking on you, and then you can always go back to your house and you have your bed, and then she heals your Pokemon and everything, and it's continued throughout every single Pokemon game that you always have your mom there, and it's like just like this like comforting area that like you have your room, and there's like I forgot which one. There's like somewhere there's like a GameCube in your room and stuff. Like it's kind of mostly just like the home like comfort thing, but that was the first thing that popped into my head, and so it might be a little cop out, but I like that whole like comfort level type of character that has continued for 20 plus years of Pokemon games that they've remained consistent. Who is Mother Brain, and why do I not know this? We're talking about-
Freud.
Oh, Metroid. Oh, okay.
Come on.
I'm
fam.
not. Hey, I haven't. I've only played parts of a handful of Metroid games. I'm not a Metroid. I need to. There's a lot of classics that I have not touched. So
Okay, you'll get to them, bro.
I will. I'm working my way through it. So our next hot take on the agenda is, what's your most prized gaming possession? I know I kind of sprung this on you guys late today, so if you don't have it physically with you, if you can just talk about it. But I know we all have a lot of stuff that we own that means a lot to us. So I want to go around the horn. Let's go backwards. Bobby, are you good to?
I'm pointing at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's coming. Actually, here. We'll let them get it. Aaron, we'll go back around. Bobby, we'll give you some time. Aaron, what do you have?
So mine's I can't really pick one possession.
Yeah.
to be honest, because I have my original Nintendo and almost all the games that I originally had with it with their boxes, and I've been carrying them around from apartment to house, back to my parents' house to apartment to house, like for like 30 something years now.
Yeah.
So I love all of those. I mean, it's hard to like pick one game or one thing, but I'm always going to have those. So like when you talk about most prized, is it like the most valuable, the thing that you get rid of last? I mean, it can have like different meanings, but
Yeah.
those are the things that I would never get rid of. But another game, obviously, that I would never get rid of, and I made a video on this, is Dark Alliance.
Yeah, bro.
And I think you guys know how I feel about that because I've talked about it a lot lately, and I am very excited for it to release on the Nintendo Switch any day. Black Isle Studios, what are you waiting for? I think it's Nintendo's fault actually, but yeah, I would buy it on PS5 or the Xbox, but I really want to play it in handheld, and it's coming any day now. So after like 20 years of not being available on modern systems, it'll now be available again. But you know, this was like I knew nothing about this game. I picked it up like on a GameStop employee recommendation, and I ended up loving it and playing it for a long time. So
Nice.
that's up there.
Does the new one have online co-op, or is
No.
it's just still
No.
local? Okay. I was
Yeah, it was a
double-checking
pretty. They gave it like 4K support
Yeah.
and trophies
Well-
and achievements, but that was pretty much it.
Technically, you could share play.
You
Yeah.
could
Oh,
do that.
yeah.
You
I
could
mean,
do
it's
that.
annoying every hour, but at least you could.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Nice. Russ, what about you?
So I had a hard time picking this, and I had an answer, but Aaron made me think of a better one. Mine would probably be my Nintendo 64. That was my first console I ever had, and I still have the original one that I had when I was a kid. And I have so many memories of that console, playing it all day, every day, and then going to Blockbuster and renting games for it. So that would be one thing that I don't think I could ever get rid of. I would get it, but it's plugged in.
No worries.
Way too much effort.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'll talk about mine's similar, but I'll get into it when we get around. I'll wrap it up. Max, what about you?
Right, so you can actually see it right there. It is my Walking Dead game poster. Now you can't tell. I don't think I can't see, so I definitely can't tell right now. But it is signed by the voice of Clementine and Lee. And story time. This poster was actually given to me by the voice actor of Clementine. Me and the voice actor Melissa Hutchinson are pretty good friends. I've met her a lot. She always remembers me. And one day when I decided to go meet her, she handed me this poster, and I didn't pay for it or anything, and she signed it for me. So that was pretty nice. I did have to pay to get Lee, the voice actor of Lee, to sign it. But other than that, it's pretty much a free poster, and I have it hung up. And yeah, it's really cool.
That's awesome. That's a great piece. I think you told us about that like I think on maybe the first episode. It might have been the pre-show, but that's awesome that you have that to keep. Nettie, what about you?
I have 3 where
Nice.
I would never get rid of it. I don't have it on hand with me right now,
Sure.
but it's my Super Nintendo because I mean my mom was a gamer. She raised me to be a gamer. I started playing video games when I was like 4 because I would just watch my mom play Super Mario World, like, and I would just be sitting down next to her, and she would try to teach me how to play, and like, I don't know what this is, but
It's
I still
awesome.
have my Super Nintendo with me. It's my original one. Everything's still made in Japan. There are some parts I need to replace on it that I need to specifically order from Japan. But I would never get rid of that because it holds so many memories with my mom. And then there's also I've said it in past podcasts before, but Bust the Groove.
Yeah.
So Bust the Groove 1, I remember wanting that game so much because my cousin was playing it. So then my mom and dad, like, they went out of their way and they like used to call like just GameStop trying to figure out, hey, do you have Bust the Groove in stock? So that I would never get rid of because I know my parents like work so hard to find that game specifically for me. And they had Busted Groove too, but it's one of those more rare type of games. So it was a little bit more difficult to find. But when my husband and I first started dating, he actually tried to look for Busted Groove 2 and he bought it for me, I think on like one Christmas year. I think it was like 3 years into dating and he bought it for me and I was like, oh my god, you actually like went out of your way to get me Busted Groove 2. So I would never get rid of Busted Groove 1, 2, and my Super Nintendo.
Nice. That's a great gift, and like the whole story. Like I love your like obsession with that game. I remember it all the when it was out and around. I'd never played it though. But that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sally,
Love that game.
Sally, what about you?
I'd go with my NES, the original NES, which is not actually originally mine. It belonged to my sister. My dad had bought it for my sister, and it just somehow wound up with me. And then I was just obsessed with the NES up until I was 18 years old, because I didn't own any other consoles. I was just on the NES and obsessed with 8-bit games. That's why I call myself Retro Arcade Party. I was just stuck in that era of games. So
Yeah.
definitely, my NES stopped working many years ago, but I don't think I'd ever get rid of it. It's a relic now. I think I would just display it.
Yeah.
You know.
No, for sure. That's
And I wanted to play Show and Tell too. So also, this is a
Oh,
nice
nice.
That's cool.
Nice
Oh, I
possession
want that.
that my
Yeah.
husband got me.
That's
That's
awesome.
That's awesome.
I want one of those.
Yeah, you guys have some keepers with the gifts that you're getting. Bobby, what about you, man?
Well, I have my dad's original Nintendo
Yeah.
with his 2 controllers, so I'm never gonna get rid of that. There's a couple other things I got from him. I have some of his games that he played. So basically, the book I wrote, all the chapters were just the games I had from him. That's
Yeah.
how I did it. It wasn't like random games. That's what we had. And then, because he was a big gamer too, so I got it from him. And then I have these custom PS4 controllers. It's a God of War.
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
leather on it.
Oh
and,
yeah, I remember seeing those.
Yeah, there's a custom back. And then I picked up the Fallout one. I put number 7 on it. You see it?
Oh
It
yeah.
has like a pattern over here.
I definitely can't see it.
You
It
can't,
looks
right? Oh, you can't see it. Well, you'll see it soon. And they come up. They come up and down, so you could use it.
Oh sweet.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
There's those are. I have a bunch of whatever collectors. Anything I really enjoy, try to get the collector's edition.
Yeah.
And my
for
wife's like, "Where are you gonna put it?" And I'm like, "As usual, under the bed." So I get. Then I'll get a basement someday, and I'll put it in the basement. That's it.
Exactly. That's awesome. I love obviously love controllers and stuff like that. I saw that God of War one that is really cool. So my I'm gonna go now. I lost all of my original gaming stuff. It was stolen in a move. I had it all together, like from my NES, my Genesis, my Dreamcast,
Right.
like all of it was gone, which was a bummer. And I kind of like stopped, and it was kind of around the time when I wasn't playing a lot of games anyway. And so there was one year where I was just having a bad day, and I was like, you know what, I need something to cheer me up. And then so I was like, I want to go find some of the stuff that I lost. And so I went to like a video game store and I bought Joe Montana Sports Talk Football 2, Joe Montana 2 Sports Talk Football, which I think was 1993. I played this game every single day for like 2 years straight, and I was just obsessed with football games back then. And then Sonic 2, a not for resale one. And then Sonic Spinball, which I know is controversial because a lot of people hate this game, but I actually really, really enjoyed it. And so I got I got all those games. I sent 2 to the chat. And then I kind of kept looking, and I ended up at like a thrift store, and there was nothing but a random complete in box Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which was also one of my favorite games at the time. But it was like in pristine condition with like all the booklets, and even like I think there was like there's a mail order form for, and like a registration card and stuff like that. It was just sitting like there was like a light shining down on it, and I was like, okay, this is a sign that I need to get back. It was kind of the turning point where I was like, okay, I need to get back into gaming. And this was in August of 2017 was when I kind of reemerged as this was something that I really wanted to do more seriously and more like put more of my time into. And so those like everything else I kind of have picked up over the years, but all these I got on the same day in August of 2017 that kind of turned everything around when I was, wanted to get back into it. So, yeah. All right. The next, our next hot
Just
take.
want to say, sorry, Ty, I want to say it is really cool to hear like everybody's stories.
Yeah, that was
how they have their original consoles and like the stories behind them. It's really cool. It's like it's kind of personal.
Yeah,
like, it really is kind of personal.
No,
Hearing
it
everybody's
is.
stories about it. It's pretty awesome.
I really liked that. Like,
yeah,
hearing everyone's stories. That was really
people
cool.
just think, oh, we're just gamers, but I mean, there's so much behind it. It's way more than anybody would think.
Yeah.
So we are we're just over. Actually, we're just under an hour. We have 2 more hot takes. What I'm gonna poll. Do you guys think we do both of them, or we just do one of them? I know we're trying to keep this to an hour.
Do one and see how it goes.
Okay, we'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
So the next one is what game did you spend the most hours on? In like, and you can either be like modern or all time or something. I know it's hard to count, like especially when we were all younger. Like I feel like I spent days on some games like without even getting up from the ground. So
2 for me.
Yeah,
with no hours counted. NHL 94.
Oh,
I played that game from 94 to 2000. Period. Nonstop.
Was 94? Was that SNES Genesis?
94 was the Genesis one.
Yeah.
I brought it to my high school. I brought it anywhere you could play me, and I beat you. I was in it to win it. But hours counted for sure. Skyrim. I put 425 hours in that game.
Wow.
Yeah, nonstop playing that. It took forever. But I did it. The only mission I have left to do is the recurring missions. There's nothing left. So I basically did everything.
That's impressive, dude.
Yeah, but my girlfriend beats me because I just saw her Nintendo a little Animal Crossing. 900 hours.
Damn.
900.
Blew me out of the water with that.
I mean,
That's a lot.
I know there's a lot of people that are getting up there in hours on Animal Crossing. It's definitely a
shout out to Animal Crossing because it helped her with the COVID, bro.
Oh, for
really
sure.
did.
That was the right game at the right time, no doubt. Sally, what about you?
Uncounted, maybe Super Mario 3 growing up. Counted also Animal Crossing is up there. My sister has like 1,200 hours in that game.
They gotta become friends. That's what they gotta do.
And other than that, Breath of the Wild for sure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nettie, what about you?
Mine is going to be very sickening to hear. So when I first started streaming, I did Fortnite, and I thought I was just going to be like Fortnite, an indie platformer gamer. And then I discovered Dead by Daylight. And Dead by Daylight has soon then become like one of my main games on stream. And looking at my Steam right now, I have 843 hours on Dead by Daylight.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So Dead by Daylight is definitely one. And number 2 is Valheim, and number 3 is Monster Hunter World.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to get back into Monster Hunter Rise. I haven't played in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, me either.
Max, what about you? What are your top?
So I think this one might shock some of you because I don't talk about this game very often.
Is it
literally in my channel?
Is it Spider-Man?
It's not. It's not. You know,
Damn.
if we don't, this is just the ones I know from counting hours. I wouldn't be surprised as a kid that a Spider-Man game probably had the most hours on the PlayStation 2 because I played that console to death. But the one that I know for sure is in terms of knowledge on the count is Pokemon Y. I have over 1,700 hours on Pokemon Y on the Nintendo 3DS. That game I played 24/7 as a kid. It was the first game I actually entered the competitive scene of Pokemon, and just the first game in general that I entered a competitive scene. So I played that game 24/7. I was always training, EV training, IV training, so many Pokemon, and entering tournaments. The hours really, like, I look back and I'm like, oh, that didn't feel like I'd played it that long. But after thinking about everything I've done in the game, that was pretty long. So yeah, I really enjoy that game though. It definitely took up too much of my time as a kid.
For sure. That's awesome. I have Pokemon X and Y, but I have not played too much of them. I need to. Russ, what about you?
So I thought my 500 hours in Pokemon Omega Ruby was a lot, but that just got completely blown out of the water. But my actual answer for this, I have two. I don't really know which one would be more. Overwatch is one. I've
Sure.
been playing that almost since it came out. I think I got it a couple months after release. I started on Xbox. I went to PC, and now I play it on PC and PS4. And I think I have collectively like 1,500 hours in it. And then my second one would be Borderlands 2. I have replayed that game countless times. I've played it on the PS4. I played it on the PS3. I played it on the 360. I played it on the PC. And I'm going to pick it up for the Switch at some point. So I'll play it again on there.
I feel like that's like the sort of Switch. Like something comes out, I guess I'm gonna play it on Switch now too. Like if it's something that you've been playing everywhere else, like that was kind of me for Rocket League. I'm like, oh, all right, playing it on Switch now. But Aaron, what about you? Aaron, oh, I think Aaron's frozen.
Aaron's
He's smiling very confidently right now.
But you know what? Looking at his face right now, frozen. I'd have to say, this is probably the best looking podcast of all time.
I appreciate
Just
it.
look
Man.
at all of us. We're just all beautiful people.
He might be.
I
He
make a
might.
prediction
What?
that his game would probably be something from the Switch. I'm just gonna predict that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a
what,
good
but
idea.
something
We
from
should
the
guess
Switch.
his and then
Yeah.
figure it
Oh,
out.
yeah. Okay. Here.
Breath
So
of the Wild.
I was gonna make a joke that because he plays like 10 minutes of every game, but he does it like times 10,000. And so I was gonna guess that his like it's probably gonna be Breath of the Wild. I'm guessing. It
Yeah.
seems like
Breath of the Wild. Sure.
Listen, I'm gonna say Dark Alliance.
oh maybe he did mention that. It's probably gonna be something
He's in the
old.
chat.
Oh, is he in the chat?
He's in the chat.
Oh, so he's moved to the chat. All right, hey, Aaron, since you're in the chat, what do you want to? Are you coming back? Are you done for the evening?
Peace out.
And if you want to give us your game in the chat, I'm fine with that. Or if you're coming back, we can get you back in. I'm making the executive decision. We're gonna do this last hot take real quick while you're just smiling at all of us off into the distance. Staring contest. Go. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. We're doing most memorable boss fight. Bobby, do you have something for this?
Probably most recently was the gorilla in Sekiro.
Oh, okay.
Because
Talk
when I
about that
finally beat him, I was super excited. And then he came back to life for phase 2. I did not expect that. And I got wrecked instantly. But that's the most recent one I can think of. And then probably Dante's Inferno, Satan fight. Because his wing is just flapping around. It's out there. It's just it's in it's
I
listen.
guess
You can
I
just
guess
look at it.
that's memorable. Yeah.
That's a memory. I'll never forget that. It's the first time I ever saw that before.
I'm pretty sure you hook onto it to fly up to him in that too.
Oh man.
Grab his left nut and you go up there. Yeah, I think so.
That's a great answer to that question. Sally, what about you?
First one that jumps out at me is Star-Lord from Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
I just loved his design. I loved the mechanic of how to beat him. It was really fun. Most memorable one for me, for sure.
definitely. You have a lot of Zelda experience. It
Yeah.
seems.
Great games.
Nettie, what about you?
First of all, I want to give props to Bobby on those two bosses because I swear, every hard game has a demon. I don't know what it is. Like every single time, there's always a demon. And I'm gonna talk about the demon in Spelunky because Spelunky is such a hard game. It's like the hardest game I've played of all time. And when I beat that game on stream, I swear to God, I was gonna cry. Like I wanted to cry. It's actually in my trailer too because I was so excited that I beat it. But also, on a side note, Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts. Because I remember when I first started fighting him, I died within like 0.5 seconds. So when I beat him, and I was like in middle school at the time, when I beat him, I also was very happy because I put so many hours into trying to beat that boss. So Sephiroth and Spelunky boss for sure.
Nice. That's awesome. Max, what about you?
So I hate to keep bringing this game up every week, but
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna have to go with Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
There's two bosses in there that actually creeped me out as a kid. So Wolverine is in the game. I think I said that before. But there's this one mission in the game where you have to help Wolverine defend a church because all the symbiotes, they're going there trying to kill all the civilians over there. And you're supposed to escort civilians in there. In the middle of the mission, the symbiotes go after Wolverine, and he turns into a symbiotic Wolverine, and it is the creepiest transformation ever. And then when you beat him, if you go with the evil ending of the game, you literally break Wolverine in half. Like, you're literally pulling him apart. And the fact that they were able to show that in a game, I'm like, whoa. And then the final boss of that game is crazy. They have a bunch, it's basically Venom, but it's like 3-headed Venom, and it's like a size of like a Titan from Attack on Titan.
Gotcha.
Like, it is huge and like very creepy. And yeah, I hate to always keep bringing that game up, but yeah.
No, it's appropriate this week, especially given the
that's
given
true.
the
That's true.
no docked points for that. Russ, what about you?
I have two for this one. The first one would be Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil. I don't want to talk too much about it since the game is still like new. But the other one is the Great Mighty Pooh from Conker's Bad Fur Day. When I found that game from finding that boss fight on YouTube.
Oh, really?
And then I had to play the game for myself, and it's literally just a big mound of poo that sings opera, and you have to throw toilet paper into its mouth to beat it. It is such a weird boss fight, but it's really fun, and honestly, the song gets stuck in my head all the time. It's going to be stuck in my head all night now that I brought it up.
That's another memorable one. Can you sing the song for us now, live?
I absolutely will not.
Okay, fair enough. No, that's definitely memorable. Aaron, how are you doing? You're just smiling off into the distance still. No, Aaron said that he was gonna just.
Can we make a meme of this? Make a meme.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use this somehow. I'm just gonna keep asking him questions for the rest of the.
I wish it froze on a weird face that he was making.
Yeah.
Aaron says he's smiling at all of our answers. So I struggled with this because I didn't play a lot of single player. I still don't play a ton of single player games, and so I know there's memorable boss fights, but I racked my brain, and so I chickened out. And for some reason, what popped in my head was Super Punch Out, because I played a lot of that game randomly, and I was very bad at it, and so for some reason it was not Mike Tyson, like it wasn't the end, it was freaking Gabby J, like the one of the first guys you fight, and he just for some reason he just always pops in my head at random times, and so I know there's more better answers for that, but I wrote down Gabby J, yay, because that he always is in my head for one reason or another. And with that, I think we're done. We're a little bit over. Sorry, Aaron. I know you're pushing for frozen pizza gaming. He's in the chat, just throwing out jokes in the chat right now.
That's a good one. I like it.
So we're wrapping up. I want to give a real quick shout out to you guys. Thanks for being here tonight. We do this every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I think it's 1 a.m. GMT. So if you are watching or listening, thank you. All the videos are on youtube.com/Tynology Gaming. Also audio versions on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And so be sure to subscribe. It helps support us. We just want to have an audience to talk to, and we have a lot of fun with this. So your support is always very appreciated. Aaron, I'm not going to talk to you directly, but Aaron at Beach Pizza Gaming, he does Switch gameplay videos on YouTube. Links in the description for everyone. Russ, you are live streaming Resident Evil Village right now on Twitch at Cryosneasel. Check him out. Max at Monado Max, you do a ton of YouTube videos on Switch and news updates, a lot of skits and funny stuff, so be sure to check out Max. Nettie, you stream a lot of Dead by Daylight. You have your Dead by Daylight tournament coming up. Is it this Saturday?
Yes, it
Nice.
is this
Awesome.
Saturday.
I do not want to miss that. So check out Nettie's link for her Twitch. Sally, you do a lot of live streaming on Instagram. Anything you're doing, like pushing right now specifically?
Not really.
You're doing your
Katana Zero.
Katana Zero. Yeah. Do another stream.
Yeah.
I'll be in.
Yes,
I'll be there.
If you wanna watch me suffer, I'll play Katana Zero this weekend.
Do it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stream some Katana Zero this weekend too. So we'll. I wanna catch yours. Get some tips. You're also doing your game design stuff. I see on Instagram a lot. How's that going?
It's good. It's a lot of work. I'm designing Link from Breath of the Wild using ZBrush.
I just see your stories pop through, and it's just like butt or crotch, like butt, crotch, butt, crotch. I'm like,
love it.
Yeah,
like a lot of detail.
He's underage. He's underage.
Yeah, it's just it's a mound.
Yeah.
Bobby, you are on Instagram, and are you so you post awesome like regular content on Instagram of I can never remember your schedule. Run through your schedule real quick.
So basically Monday through Friday, Monday through Wednesday, I'm just doing alphabetical order for PlayStation games I played.
Yeah.
And then Thursday's an alphabetical arcade game. Friday's just a platinum post till I catch up to my current number, and then Saturday's just what I'm currently playing and doing.
Yeah, definitely. So you post 6 days a week like consistently on Instagram. It's awesome. Like you have like gameplay footage of the games and reviews and everything. It's very like thorough what you do, and I'm always impressed with it. Are you have like a YouTube that you post some gameplay videos on also?
Yeah, I put some. I mean, very rarely I'll do it. Sometimes it's just too much cursing.
For sure.
I feel like it's way overblown, and I got flagged.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't say the whatever.
No worries. Yeah, we won't touch that. I don't want to
Just get flagged either.
hit water. Yeah, hot water here. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. We will see everyone next Thursday, 9 p.m. or on the audio version. Don't forget, I'm giving away 8-bit do Pro 2 controller on my Instagram. If you are listening, it's at tynology.com/giveaway. Check it out. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you guys again. Adios.